2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks have their transcendent superstar in your...
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
George with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Outside Holiday. Right side Antetokounmpo. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Here's Los Angeles now. Jackson looking it over. Down low, it's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Here's Giannis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jackson against Holiday. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Puts it up. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Pass to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
George passes to Batum. Nobody near Leonard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 1:43 left in the first.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Brook Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Milwaukee making a switch. Donaton's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Holiday surveying the floor. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 8. George finds Patterson. Rondo with the ball. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Passes it to Middleton. From deep. On the wing, Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Left side, Leonard. Oh, Rondo in position. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
It's stolen. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Bucks on top. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Kennard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Kennard's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Clippers. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Forbes the pass to Portis. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Just 5 on the clock. There's the lob to Portis. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Morris throws it down.
And the scoring versatility of Morris, one of his best attributes, able to beat you in a number of ways.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Jackson passes to Batum. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Jackson dishes to Batum. From 13, inside. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Now, just a 4-point Bucks lead. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Defense right on him. Pass to Portis. Stolen by Zubac. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind
you. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to DiVincenzo. Batum with the steal. Here's man, defended by DiVincenzo, and stolen by Portis. Batum with the steal. Here's Zubac. Now the pass to Kennard. The 3-ball. Rebound, Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
There's Jackson with the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Here's Holiday. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And that one is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Shooting foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Holiday. Passes to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Pass to DiVincenzo. 8 feet away. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
So that'll be it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Brook Lopez came out on a mission in the first. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 guard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Clippers trail by 7.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's Zubac. He has 6. And that one drops for him.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Jackson against Holiday. Here's Lopez outside Holiday. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation for the Clippers. Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The pass to Batum. Back to Rondo. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. So it's the Bucks now. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Middleton the pass to Portis. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Leonard. Can't cash in from close range.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's Tucker. Dishes it to Middleton. Pass to Portis. Trying to end the drought. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Patterson uses the glass to finish the layup. Patterson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They get a hand on it. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Middleton, and the layup's good off the glass.
Man, how about the focus there? Middleton taking the contact well and then completes the drive with some style.
Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded. To the inside, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Hard to guard. When Rondo's attacking in these pick and rolls, the defense is in a very precarious spot.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Passes it to Forbes. From past the arc. They get the rebound. Portis. Middleton against Kennard. Shots good by Middleton.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Got to get that one up quick.
Pass to Portis. Middleton looking it over. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Rondo can't get it to go.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Middleton the pass to Tucker. Back to Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Chris Middleton has been on display for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Offensive rebound, goes up again. Here's Lopez, back to DiVincenzo. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Just 5 to shoot. Jackson against Holiday. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Morris, left side, hits the jumper in space.
Yeah, this is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Holiday up top, guarded by Jackson. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
George finds Leonard. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Holiday. Over George. And the Bucks miss again.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Bucks leading by 8. Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Middleton. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Jackson misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Holiday against Jackson. The kick out to Holiday. A clear look here for Middleton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Middleton's a high percentage shooter from that area. The reason I can tell, no hesitation on that one.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jackson. Outside Holiday. Over Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jackson misses. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Middleton. Jackson against Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Leonard. No good there. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Middleton on the wing. Shoots over Leonard. Lopez finds Middleton. Over Leonard. And the Bucks miss again. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They trail by 7. Morris, no good. Holiday, no one around him. That one, no good. And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a look. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight. We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the 2 guard. Holiday with it. Now Covington defending. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Double team on Holiday. Great D that time from Nurkic. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. And Middleton with the block. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Jones. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jones has it in the corner. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Jones.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Count the basket.
Outstanding focus from the big man. Lopez, he's accepting the punishment, but muscling through.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Pulls up. High post. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lopez, no luck.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Jones, the pass to Covington. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Middleton against Lillard. Inside, Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, and they take the lead. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis high post. Looking on Nurkic. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The pushing it up. Lillard outside.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length. Nice.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the 1. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Connaughton kicks to Portis. Here is Forbes, guarded by Powell. The shot's good from Forbes.
No, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second basket of the game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Forbes. Down low. Here's Portis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Middleton, and he jams it with authority.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
McCollum left side. Kanter. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Portis. Bucks passing it around. Stolen by McCollum. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Connaughton. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in, and then for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And then Lillard slams it in.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Holiday looking for an opening. Will it go? Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Cullen passes to Simons. Now Jones. 6 to shoot. Lopez against McCollum. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Lopez.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Puts it up from 12, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him, and the basket is good. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
McCollum against Holiday. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Lillard. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Now here's McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me? Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Connaughton, and he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like it's all tied in Portland. I'm going to step away briefly, but get your...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense. But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Covington, it's deflected. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Holiday against Lillard. Over Holiday. Good on the baseline, Jay. Lillard's got the game tied up here for Portland. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. No good with the layup.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Then you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket by McCollum.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Trailblazers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for a little. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Forbes, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Portis.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Stolen by Cantor. Giles kicks to McCollum. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Love the offensive game of McCollum. He can score from anywhere on the court.
The 3. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Pass to Giles. Clock at 4. For the 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks trail by 3. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Stolen by McCollum. And the dunk by Powell.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Here is Forbes. Here's Tucker. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Giannis inside. Anthony on him. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Portland leading by 7. Portland moving the ball around and finished off by Nurkic.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing. With the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. And it's sent back by Lillard. Here's the break. Up the floor. Simons, the pass to Jones. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Lillard from deep three-point land, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. And the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. From deep and stolen by DiVincenzo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter. Portland leading by 5. Now Lillard. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Connaughton, 5 on the clock. To the middle, here's DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Lillard. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Giannis. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Drew Holiday is checked in for Pat Connaughton. Lillard against Holiday. Feeds it to Kanter. A 10-footer finds the target. Kanter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Kanter is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard against Holiday. Shoots. Again, the Trailblazers score.
That's frustrating. This is defeat. Not giving Lillard more than an inch of space, and the jumper still falls.
Holiday goes in. Lopez right side. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard looking around. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. A nice shot by Simons.
And
and it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Here's Giannis, and he banks in the layup.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard against Holiday. Middleton with it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Back to Lillard. Outside, Jones. From deep three-point range, misses there. So the Trailblazers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end... There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Hot DH.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, We'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And here's George for 3. Another shot. Outside for Jackson. Rebound by Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Jackson finds Batum. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Portland with the ball. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Four on the shot clock. Lillard the pass to Jones. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to us to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
George looking around. Batum against Covington. Right side, Batum. Here's Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And contact on the shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call. It's his first trip to the line.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Jackson against Lillard. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jackson against Lillard. Over Jackson. Portland again missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
You simply have got to respect Paul George's anticipatory skills there. The long body, the quick reactions. What a nice play.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Misses the 3.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Simons surveying the D. Back to Covington. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Leonard brings the double team. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard up top. 2 points. That one goes.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
1:03 left in the first quarter. Here's George. And it's George again missing. Portland trailing here. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Excellent D there from George. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. McCollum outside. Over Rondo. McCollum no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
Anthony, the pass to Giles. Up and in from the low block.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Rondo. Bangs home the trifecta.
No doubt about that. It's a bonus anytime you can get Rondo to knock down those contested jump shots. Great focus there on the finish.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Patrick Patterson. Kennard is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2 spot. Giles checked in for Portland. The pass to Cantor. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Mann. Back to Kennard. That shot misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Anthony dishes to Powell. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rondo against McCollum. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Cantor. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers leading by 6. And now the Clippers on the break. Oh, Morris in position. That one doesn't go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Stolen by McCollum. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in to the left side wing. To the paint. Here's Giles. And he goes in for the dunk.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. That ties the game. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. To be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard against Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Giles kicks to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Powell, the pass to Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Understanding how to play pick and roll is so crucial to a big man. Cantor with the nice roll.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Powell.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Lillard attacking, and the rejection by Zubac. Odd pass to George.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Here's the floater. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
George, no good. Here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
And both free throws good for Covington. From deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front as they end. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points. And that'll about do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Clippers trail by 4. On the floor for Portland, they've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Lillard with it. The feed to Covington. 5 to shoot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Covington's got 6.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
George with the bounce pass. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Simons, defended by George. Lillard, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And here's George for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
Lillard up top, defended by George. And then Lillard slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Basket counts. Patterson's got 6.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Pass to McCollum. Cantor with it. Back to McCollum. The 3. The rebound by Patterson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lob pass to George. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. McCollum outside. Here's the teardrop. Second chance effort, and Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Taken away by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morris into the lane. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Patterson. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this has become a staple for Patrick Patterson. Tough work inside. You like to see him assert himself just like that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. McCollum outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 3-point lead. Over Rondo. Cantor trying to free himself up. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Rondo finds Leonard. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Morris outside. Clock at 6 for the tie. Los Angeles with another miss. Portland leading by 3.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Pass to Powell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell, and the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review, coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Portland out in front, up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 3. Crafty move. Here's Zubac. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Zubac has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Now Lillard.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
That gives them the lead. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Lillard against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard inside. Zubac finds Jackson. And stolen by Lillard. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Simons, the pass to Covington. Lillard fires away from way outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. George up top. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Trailblazers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by Lillard.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
There's Jackson with the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And George, here we go. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Lillard against Jackson. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Rondo can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. McCollum kicks to Little. Back to McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Batum against Kanter. Back to Rondo. Here's Here's Batum. Zubac trying to break loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Nasir Little picks one up. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're leading by 4. 1:20 left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. See if they can get it done, Kevin.
Thanks, David. The shot's good from Cantor.
Boy, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
Leonard, no luck.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
And Cantor, wide open. He shoots. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. Now here's Jones. The pass to Lillard. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Giant. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Lets it go with the 3. No good. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away. The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious... And we've got...
Hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Here's George. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Passes it to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton against Leonard. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lets it go from the wing. That one a little long. Jackson against Holiday. Pass to Lopez. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Good on the triple.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
George with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lopez finds Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Jackson. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Holiday against Batum. Outside for Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Giannis. Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton with it. Holiday looking for an opening. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum. Middleton for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Now here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Zubac. Over Lopez. No good from Zubac.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Rondo. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Stolen. Here is Forbes. Rondo with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Patterson. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Milwaukee now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. For 3, Middleton misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Clippers trail by 6. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Tucker kicks to Middleton. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Morris passes to Kennard. Top of the key. Rebounded by Tucker. And here's Middleton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got 8 points.
Well, I love the concentration and focus of Middleton. Knock him around, get physical with him, doesn't bother him at all. He stays calm and in control.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. Here's Rondo. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
Rondo's smarts is well documented. His IQ so high. He takes good shots and usually makes all the right plays.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Here's Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Pass to Portis, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Zubac is checked in for Patrick Patterson. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George for 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. George has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Outside Portis, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis.
Into the lineup for the Bucks.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yep, it counts. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
George against DiVincenzo. And George kicks to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Here's Holiday, and no good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's DiVincenzo, and the shot goes down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Kennard against Middleton. And now the Clippers on the break. Oh, Morris in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Forbes. Kicks it to Lopez. And the Bucks miss again. Clippers trail by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton, and it's off from three-point range. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Chris Middleton came out on a mission in the first. He had 10 points and 2 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Over Lopez. No good from Zubac.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Jackson against DiVincenzo. Jackson kicks to George. Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard with no one around. They grab their own miss. High post, Zubac. There's Jackson with the 3. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got 6.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
Jackson drives in. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 7. Holiday. There's the dish to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Great look, but off the mark.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
There's Jackson with the 3. And no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Rondo can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 8. Now here's Middleton. He's got 10. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Rondo. Count that one. Rondo's got 8 points.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Tucker. And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Substitution for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the point. Back to Connaughton. Just 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Releases. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Paul George at the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Here's Holiday. Excellent D there from George.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Pull up Jay. Misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 3. It's tipped and stolen by Patterson. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break to tie it up. Rebounded by Tucker. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. And the pass to Middleton. To the inside, stolen by George. Here we go, one-on-one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris. George passes to Rondo. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Giannis throws it down.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. Out to the wing. To the middle. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Leonard against Middleton. Back to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
George against DiVincenzo. Here's Zubac. Count it.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Middleton up top. He's covered by Leonard. Middleton against Leonard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 5. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Holiday with it. George picks him up. Here's Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
And George kicks to Batum. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. Rebound Milwaukee. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. So it's the Clippers now. They've They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Outside Holiday. Batum with the steal. Outside Jackson. Good.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness called?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. Lillard against Holiday. Feeds to Lopez. That one goes in.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Lillard missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Down low. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tries it from 19. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Offline with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jones, no one around him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Holiday surveying the floor. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. But one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Middleton. Back to Lopez, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Middleton finds Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
They get it back. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Canner. Kicks it out to Lillard. Tries again. And Portland again with the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Lillard. Now, here's Cantor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here is Forbes. To end the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shot from 16. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Connaughton. Now the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with
detention at the school because I never followed rules.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 1. McCollum up top. The dish now to Anthony. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Middleton outside. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
McCollum outside. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Portis. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Bucks. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And it's Simons in for Powell. Nurkic with it. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. Come on. Covington kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to Covington. And Portland turns it over again. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Anthony.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
He dishes it to Nurkic. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here is DiVincenzo. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Portland again missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Back to DiVincenzo. There's the lob at Kumbo. Nurkic with the steal. To the wing on the left. Kicks it out to McCollum. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Portland also making some changes. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Outside, Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Up and in on the layup.
He's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
To the paint. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame in drawing contact.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And both free throws good for Giannis. 1:11 left in the first half. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Nurkic trying to get open. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A different look from Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Nurkic. Enes Kanter comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Anfernee Simons. Portland leading by 4. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Holiday attacking. It's good. Holiday's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Forbes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard. And that one is good. Lopez has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bucks. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Lillard against Holiday. Nurkic in the post. He's got 6, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Holiday.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Little, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday, just 4 to shoot. It's good.
How about that? Coming out, start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Portland leading. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lillard, right side. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Little. Tight defense on him. Now Giannis. He has 5. Here's Tucker. And the layup falls. And the Bucks lead by 1.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And that one's good. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Pass to Tucker. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Giannis. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
1:04 left to play here in the third. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Inside, and to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard with it. He's got 14. The feed to Nurkic. And he overshot that one, missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Back to Giannis. Nurkic with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jones drives in, throws it down. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Giles, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Giannis and Middleton are the wings. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez finds Holiday. Good D by McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. This is to Holiday. Kicks to Lopez from 12 feet out. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way. And he commits the intentional foul. Lillard's checked in for Norman Powell.
That's his first personal foul.
Holiday against McCollum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And Holiday, here we go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a Holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
McCollum against Holiday. And it's good for 2.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Bucks trail by 3. Outside Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target from outside. And so here's Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Cullen passes to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And stolen by Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Portland leading by 5. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. There's the pass to Giles. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Jones checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Here's Lillard. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Now, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession lead.
Here is Lillard. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Jones now atop the key. Over in the corner, Lillard. Over Holiday. Lillard misses.
looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that three. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.
for the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DA. It's
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Jackson and Jones sends it back. Pass to Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Jackson from long range. Here's Zubac, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Now, here's Lillard.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Batum for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Batum's got 5 points so far.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Jackson against Lillard. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Takes the 3. And George kicks to Jackson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, right side, left side, Jones. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And George gets it to go. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
George against Lillard. A nice shot by George. George has got 6 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lillard against Rondo. And Lillard gets double teamed. And stolen by Patterson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rondo can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the Clippers making a switch here. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Powell finds McCollum. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Luke Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Man in at the 2 spot. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard with it. He has 7. Over Rondo. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Rondo, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Lillard looking around. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Makes it off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Man passes to Patterson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And just miss after miss right now. Portland leading. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. Now here's McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Portland.
Here's McCollum. Here's Giles, defended by Batum. McCollum passes to Cannon. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the dunk by Batum.
Beautiful executed play. Kawhi Leonard makes the right read, wheeling and dealing.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Powell kicks to McCollum. Back to Powell. The pass to Anthony. Trailblazers keep it alive. Passes to Giles. That shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard with the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one drops.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And McCollum with the block. Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Giles, the pass to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. To the middle. Here's Giles, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And that one's good. Leonard.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
It's all tied in Portland. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to taking a look at the Trailblazers. Kenny, how'd you see it?
A lot of their offense has come off the bench.
And that'll about...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Robert Covington. He's out there with Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And here's Jackson after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Leonard on the wing, defended by Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
to Simons. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Now here's Covington. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Back to Covington. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by Paul George.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Lillard following the score by Reggie Jackson. Here is Lillard. He's got 14. Here's Simons. Now Lillard, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Here's George.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Powell, he's checked in for Lillard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Clippers trail by 3. Here's Patterson. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Morris kicks to Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Clippers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And the first one drops.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
It's McCollum with the drive. Outside Anthony. Back to McCollum. Anthony taking his time here. Over Rondo. Here's Kanter. The Clippers grab the miss. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. Good D by McCollum. Portland leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Kanter.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Outside Rondo. On the wing, George. Comes up empty down low. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. Rondo with the steal. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up to the Portland Trail Blazers. The lead is 2. And there it is for him.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Rondo looking around. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Back to Patterson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
His shot's good from Cantor.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now here's Patterson. It's George on the wing. Patterson can't get it to go.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Anthony in the corner. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now, here's Lillard, following the shot by Patrick Patterson. Kicks it out to Jones. To the middle, and stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Patterson. Good. Nice job down low.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Simons. Leonard brings the double team. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket good.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Now here's Patterson, and the shot is good. Patterson's got 4 this quarter. Trailblazers leading by 6. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
A different look now for Portland. Here's of Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris. Now here's Leonard. Zubac finds George. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Takes a 3. They get it back. The pass to Simons. From the arc. Lillard misses. The Clippers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Back to George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now the Clippers with it. Here's Leonard. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Here's Giles. Outside Covington. Portland again missing.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And Portland with the ball. 6-point game from 18 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Leonard inside. Yes!
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.